Hey everybody, hope you're keeping safe. Today I'm going to give you a quick and simple tutorial to access the classroom website. So long as you have me for an art teacher, the website is a tool that you will use through your lessons. So knowing how to access it and navigate it is key to your success in my art class. Let's get right into it, alright? Alright everyone, to begin today's demonstration, I'm simply going to start off by saying that I recommend using Google Chrome to access the site. The reason I recommend Google Chrome is not only should you already be using it because of Google Classroom's integration with it, but also you should be using it because certain links and documents and file types that will be available on the site are Google Docs or Google Slides, and also Google Canvas, which is a Google app that only works on Google Chrome. Have I said Google enough times yet? So, we're going to start off by navigating up here to the address bar. You do not want to type the URL into the search bar because for some reason typing in the sites.google.com into the search bar doesn't really work that well. So what you're going to want to do is type in sites.google.com/view/Kennedy Art Class. Any of your assignments that have to use the site in Google Classroom will have a link to the class. I'm simply showing you how to access it without having to follow a link. So, once you have all that typed in, hit enter, and here's the home page. You can see here we've got a portrait of myself that I did a while back. Obviously it doesn't look too much like me because it is a caricature, but the idea is there, and we have an introduction to the site. A lot of this is still being updated. I have multiple pages that I am currently updating, and these will soon become blue links. But for the time being, we are going to stick with what we know. The site itself has a navigation bar on the left side. If this isn't showing for you here, there should be 3 little lines in the corner, and if you click those, it'll pop this open. You have your home page, which clicking this just takes us here. The fundamentals page, which is a splash page for the elements of art, principles of design, and color theory. The extracurricular page, which has a resources tab underneath it, and the extras page, which is games and activities for you to enjoy when you're not doing classwork. Back up to fundamentals. Accessing the Elements of Art page is as simple as clicking on Elements of Art, or the picture that says Elements of Art, or the navigation bar part that says Elements of Art. All 3 of them will take you to the same page, and you can see here we've got the beginning of our elements. Each element is highlighted here in bold, and then has a definition and several examples illustrating what that element looks like. There are 7 of them. You want to familiarize yourself with these meanings because there will be questions that you will have to answer for today's assignment. When you get to the bottom of the elements page, you'll see you have a link here that says Continue to Principles of Design. If you click on that, we'll be right on the Principles of Design page. Principles are not as clear as elements were, so you'll want to really understand these definitions as they are very particular in what they refer to. Whereas previously, we'll click back here, we had color, which everyone knows that color is just color, the colors of the rainbow and the way light reflects off of an object. We had line up here, which is just a line, and you have a very tangible definition to it. However, when we continue to principles, balance is a little bit harder of a thing to give tangibility to. But balance is referring to the visual weight of a picture. So in these ideas here, obviously I tried to make it as simplistic as possible by giving you examples that show balance that is, a seesaw, or rocks balanced on top of each other, but balance is referring to symmetry. That's math for you. So symmetry, symmetric objects cut in half, same on both sides. Asymmetric objects cut in half, not the same on both sides. Radial is where it is a circular pattern that revolves around a center point and it's balanced well all around it. So learning these definitions and getting an idea of them will help you better understand the way art is created. If I scroll down here to the bottom, we have color theory, and this is just all of your color information that you will need for my class. We have color schemes, and some of this will be popping up in some of your future demonstrations. Moving forward, in the extracurricular tab, we have resources. I have a lot to add to this, but the main thing you're going to be accessing here is Photopea. Photopea is an online Photoshop app. You are going to use it for some of the projects that we have coming up, and I will be doing demonstration videos on how to use Photopea so that you can edit photos and get them prepared to create art using them. This list are programs that you can install on your computer to create art. Note, if you are using a Chromebook from the district, you cannot install any of these things. First off, because it's the district's and you would need authentication from an administrator account. Second off, these are Windows programs. Some of them are also Mac programs, but none of them are Chromium OS apps. And all of the Chromebooks that you're using are running on Chromium OS, so therefore cannot run any of these programs anyway. But they are here for those of you that are on home computers or have tablets that can take advantage of some of these features, and they are here for you to use as you see fit. In the Extras tab, we have our games and activities. If you go here, you can see we've got a whole bunch of different sites here for you to use when you are not doing schoolwork. I know some of you are extremely artistic and with everything that's going on right now, may not have access to art materials. The great thing about the internet is there are tools that exist that allow us to create art without having to need the use of any of those things that you would need from the store. Some of these apps, such as Weave Silk or This Is Sand, work on your smartphone. Google Canvas as well, that I referenced earlier, is a great simple drawing app that you can use on your phone to create art if you have a smartphone capable of creating so. But all of these things are here for you to use. They all work on the Chromebooks. Finally, classroom links. There's only one link here right now. It links to a Google Doc that the 7th graders use for their Repousé animal resource. Anything that you need that is not part of my classroom's website that you have to access for an assignment will have a link posted here. They will also be posted in the Google Classroom so that you can access them from there. But if you can't remember how to navigate back to it, or if you need to access the information and you can't get into the Google Classroom for whatever reason, this is here available to you. With that said, that is how to navigate the Classroom's website. There is a whole bunch more tabs coming real soon. I would love to show you what it looks like on my end with all of the different subsections and the grade levels, but for now, you'll just have to take my word for it and look forward to those things popping up as we continue the quarter. With that said, that's all I have for you today. Please be sure to go back to the Google Classroom and answer the questions that are there for you to answer based off of this video and your own exploration of the website. I'm signing off, but have a good time everybody, and I hope that we get to see each other again soon.